So we have a question from a mom about Samuel. And the question is, what is Samuel's purpose and life path? Samuel's 13. What can Samuel study and prepare for the future he's meant to have? So that was a question sent from Samuel's mom. And we are going to have about 10 minutes. Do you guys need the question? Should I put it in the chat or do you want me to keep it open?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, you could leave it there.
Okay, I'll leave it there. And I will set a timer for, is 8 minutes okay? Yes.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to pause the recording. And Kat will go first.
Okay. So what I got for Samuel um was that he should embrace his weird. Um I have for his life path is to be a guide and a light for others. Trusting himself is number one. He'll have to, and then he will get uh and receive what comes naturally because he has so much intuition. I saw like building blocks, so gradually it'll be one on top of the other. His trust, and the more that he trusts and the more that he knows, it like will be kind of like an avalanche. Um, I saw him helping others, kind of like a therapist. I saw like a chair, an image of like this chairs at like a kind of like a solo chair. So I would think like a therapist. I also saw some scales, as in like sea life. So, yeah, I think that would be also a good path, something to do with the animals and sea life. And then towards the end, I got like an image of grouse, and I got just like that he hasn't sprouted yet. So, and I'm complete.
Thank you, Kat. Anybody like to go next? Risa?
Hi, Samuel. All right, so the first thing I that came through for me is technology advances. I'm not sure if you're into technology, you know, engineering, possibly on the medical side, but that's where we kind of took a turn. I heard frequency healing, and to me, I couldn't quite get the image that I was trying. It kind of, to me, reminds me of something from Star Wars, um, like chamber's not the right word, but that's just what came. Like like there's a patient that goes in and it's kind of like a maybe a tanning bed, but not tanning. It does like a full body scan and it tells where the body needs help or something that's out of alignment, and then you use frequencies to quote unquote tune in the body. So that's kind of an alternative, but then again it took a twist um, onto nutrition, physical fitness. um, he sees the need for the population to become more aware of what they put into their bodies, and you want to help everyone. You see the need and you want to help everyone, you know, even though they don't realize it at the time. Um, Classes on how things work. I think you're interested in how things work, how to put things together, how to make things work with other things. Again, mechanical engineering, mathematical equations. I saw like geometrical designs along like with this, this pod looking thing. Um, and you'll become, as you get older, you'll become very interested in physical fitness and nutrition. Um, you also feel very deeply. You know when others struggle, and you want to be a friend to all who are lost, and you want to help them find themselves. And then the last thing that came through was he knows he's done this all before, and I am complete.
Thank you, Risa. Do you have some kind of sound ringing in the background?
Yes, that's my chimes. I'm going to mute.
Oh no, I was just wondering. It came at the right time because
Mhm.
sound healing, and then it was like bing, and I'm like, is that sound healing too now? So I
um,
was just checking.
some of the energies make it louder at times than others. So,
No,
yep,
it's perfect. I love it. It came through
they're
really nicely.
they're here.
Anybody like to go next?
I can go next.
Kathy?
Hi, Samuel. Um, what I what I heard was you do not need to know all of your purposes, and that was plural, not just one purpose, and life path yet. In fact, your eternal soul is still formulating. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading my own writing. I was trying to write as fast as I was hearing it. Your eternal soul is still formulating it, your purposes and life path, because you grow spiritually at such an accelerated level and rate that all cannot be revealed because it's changing even as we speak right now. You are young and your physical body and brain are still developing. What what's more important is who you choose to be in each moment and the people you spend your time and energy on and with. Just as at just as an infant, you manifested people from your mom's life that were not in alignment. You you now can do that for yourself. Be discerning. The best is being written now by you in your sleep. Human teenagers need more sleep. Use your dreams. Kathy, me, is feeling this now as heat energy. I had to take off my sweatshirt. My whole body just got really hot from the inside out. And that wasn't me. So Kathy knows this is not just true, but very important in leading you on the inspirational path that will flow and not the path of angst that other teens that are nowhere as connected as you. This lifetime is essential. This lifetime of yours is essential for the growth of the collective soul. Not trusting yourself and trying to fit in with souls of less caliber does not and will not serve you. Get beyond that. Study yourself. And the question about what to study yourself. Go within and listen, listen, listen. Quiet the noise, and I had to put that in quotes, that is chatter, that is low vibration energy you worked through eons ago. Do not lose that work to experiencing. I couldn't write fast enough and it was coming out. This doesn't make sense as it's written here. Do not lose that work that you've already done eons ago to experiencing what you already have experienced and letting those that are going through it, people you know in your life again, that's their experience, not yours. Um, so don't take on other people. I think they especially were talking about others your age. Don't take on their experiences as your own experience. Be your own person. Speak your truth, especially in your dreams. Draw it. I don't know if you're an artist in any way, shape, or form. Draw it out if and when limited human words won't work to express yourself. Symbols are your language and have and will always serve you well. You are a king, King, and I had to capitalize it, soul, and I had to capitalize soul. Your mom can look that up and what it means. Different souls have different meaning jobs. Stay in your lane. And this is where I was having trouble with limited human language of getting out. It was like, um, it was like a different language, so to speak, and I just couldn't like translate. Um, not me, that the Akashic master that was speaking couldn't translate. Different souls have different meaning jobs. Stay in your lane when you understand yours, meaning the whatever the king, you being a king soul means that your mom, that they specifically said for your mom to look up the meaning of that. And then I was trying to quickly write at the end, have fun in the sense of what makes you feel lighter. And then your guides, that your soul guides will lead that fun. So not fun in the sense of a human fun, so to speak, but what makes your soul feel lighter. Oh, and Kat mentioned, was it grass you mentioned, Kat? That I've never, Samuel, so you know, I've never had this background because originally when I was looking at backgrounds, it was like, oh, almost looks like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which an old movie you wouldn't even know. Now that I think about you, you wouldn't even know. And but I was led to pick this background. I was like, okay. And so Kat, what you said about grass, I think as soon as you said that, it felt like a ping to me. So and if and I'm not sure exactly, Kat, what you said about that, but what I got when Risa was speaking, I was like, oh, Risa has nature in her background too, and grass and trees. I think that was where what I said about fun of being out in nature and absorbing the incredible wisdom that's in nature, and starting with the grass. When we first started, before we started recording Samuel, I had to go out in my backyard and take off my socks and put my bare feet in the ground. So I think that's included in all this for you. Now I'm complete.
Thank you, Kathy. And do you mind if I go? Or do you want to go, Clara?
I'll go. That way you can end it. Okay. So it says he's meant to receive information. He has the ability to bring in information to be of use and to service to others. And I asked how, and it says it just comes to him. And so I asked how to go ahead and nurture that. And it says to play intuitive games where he locates things by practicing tuning into the body, intuition. Do games of curiosity, like I wonder how this would happen. What would happen if this were to occur? Making it into games relaxes the mind because although you're older, um, children still learn through play type of learning. This will activate more of the right brain of curiosity and creativity rather than relying on the left logical brain. This will help him to start bringing forth more abilities where they feel more natural. And anything else, I asked anything else, and they said yes, he needs to be shown service and what that looks like now early on to cultivate that compassion now so the urge will be there later. And that's it. I'm complete.
Thank you, Clara.
Mhm.
Right. Um, so hi, Samuel and Mom. I was shown that Samuel looks at everything as potential. And I was shown a cube, and I think Kat, I don't know if you were the one who mentioned the cube or square or shape. No, one of you did. Somebody did. Okay.
I did
Yeah, I,
see,
oh,
I was gonna say I did see like a square thing, but it was like a pool. So
Okay.
I got it as like a pool with water. So
Oh, okay, I see. Well,
I got that his language is symbols.
okay, yeah, I got a cube and more as a representation of like developing wisdom. I was shown that mom and family, you all travel as a pack, like and you feel towards each other as brothers and sisters, and kind of like this warrior spirits feel. That's what it felt like. Um, and I was shown that mom played a huge part in why he's here. Like it was like an agreement, like it was more like 80% like mom being like, I like this is important, to kind of play this role together. Um, I was also, it was interesting. It felt like new being on this side of the veil for him. And I was also shown this role as a researcher, because he's able to um, look at people. And I think this is something mom has seen probably in him already, like see right into people, like kind of can figure people out. The one thing that came out was that you can't really hide things from him. Like you cannot lie to him. That's what I was, um, and wisdom of a different nature was like this one phrase that came through, such as like counting the leaves on the tree or um like some other sort of interesting facts that are super fascinating to him. Um, the word supporting came through really strongly as a role as a supporter, like as a support, and like I was shown like him being a support beam. Um, and that was a more symbolic, obviously, but as his role in this incarnation being a support. But having had that been a role as well in the past. He's very preoccupied with like truth and movement and action. Like just kind of I'm seeing this movement, a lot of movement in terms of like um just making choices and moving forward and not being stagnant, being an important part of his um, incarnation here. Um, Someone might think he's not paying attention, but he's always observing. He's paying too much attention. Um, Visual balance is important to him. He's always looking at things like um, which comes along with like observing, and people might think he's not paying attention, but he's like just looking at things. Tendency to feel varying depths of emotion. And I was also shown like he's like mirroring mom's emotions, um, mirroring back to you. You see yourself reflected back to you. And that's a message to mom that you see yourself reflected back through him. Again, he's a supporter um, of like the spiritual realm. Um, and I too couldn't understand my handwriting because I was like, oh my gosh, like things are coming through real quick. Um, oh yeah. And emotionally, he has an ability to fit himself in a situation in a place where he's like it might be in different types of situation, and he can quickly adjust emotionally to that situation, which is in essence in the future would be a gift, would be considered a gift. um trust every adventure placed before him. Like that is a purpose to trust. You are both here to become independent of one another. So this is a message for both of them that you're both here to become more independent of one another. And he came here to teach you, Mom, self-love, and you are here to teach him to live in the moment. That's what came through. And he's always right now, it seems like he's always either in the past or in the future. And so the present moment is sort of a goal, being able to be in the moment. Service of love. Also, again, the whole thing about service and being a supporter in that way. And then growing into his ability to be emotionally flexible in order to absorb all that life has to offer him. And I was shown like a vision of tree roots um, as sort of a representation of him, which is drawing richness and like experiences from all different, parts of the land. So like he's like just again about being emotionally flexible and being able to navigate different terrain. Um, that's it. Um, Something about being a tourist too. Like he is his kind of like spiritual view of his incarnation here is like I'm here visiting. Like the whole idea of a tourist came through. So that I am complete.
I have I have something to add.
Excellent.
While the other ladies were talking, another message came through that said, choose to share your knowledge. You will help more people than you know. Things that seem like a small thing to you, others will find miraculous. Stand tall and accept the appreciation of others. And I am complete.
Beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else before we close out? All right. I'm going to share the, let me find it first, actually. Let me just find it. All right. Ready? I would
I
like
would
to
like
thank
to
the
thank
master.
the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the Lords of the Akashic Records for their point of view, and I would like to thank Universal Mind for all knowledge and healing. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen.
All right.